Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching this video. I appreciate the support. My name is Joe Josh. I go by iChart Daily. Today is January 3rd, 2024. Happy New Year. First video of 2024. I wanted to give you a technical analysis breakdown, a window to my thought process on how I do a breakdown on the DXY and Bitcoin and how I potentially connect the dots between the two to see what's going to happen on with the markets. Before I start, just want to say thank you. It was a great 2023, even though I lost my channel. But that's in the past. I am never going to talk about it again. 2024, let's just start building again. So this is not financial advice. This is just a window to my thought process. I've been doing technical analysis for 16 years now, going on 17. I was taught this process by my father, who was an options trader for almost 30 years. So when I'm looking at a chart, I look at the long-term trends first. Weekly, 2, 3, monthly, even longer, because I want to see clear as day the simplest form of support resistance. And you could clearly see here, there was 1, 2, 3, now 4 touch points of us bouncing off this 101.25 level. That's how you could predict the future, cuzzies, okay? Because when we were up here, I said here and here are my two levels, and we are now bouncing off of it. I use two indicators, potentially three. I use a MACD, which is a trend indicator that helps you understand which way your trend lines should be going, which way the wave and price action is going. This is an RSI. It tells me when an asset is extremely overbought and oversold. And if you just looked at this weekly chart, where every bar we're looking at represents a week of trading, I want you to understand that, we clear as day went from oversold, which is the 30, to overbought, which is the 70, and you had billions to trillions of dollars following technical analysis. I don't know why it works, cuzzies, I really don't, but because it does, we use it. It's that simple. And clear as day, right? When we break the 50 line and we are below, when we break the 0 line and break the 50 line, there is no chart, no ticker that has positive price action above. This breakdown retest of resistance of the 104.21 to the 106.65 and the retest of the 50 showed me clear as day that we were going from this level here to this level here. Now, we're below and we're below. What I think happens is we have somewhat of a dead cat bounce, something like this. We do have room to come back to this level here. I would say back to this level of the 104.05 to potentially the 104 to even the 105. The reason why I say that, it's a zone, right? And as long as I can catch the zone, you can make money, hypothetically. This is not financial advice. What I mean by that is if you're a swing or a day trader, all you're looking for is just a couple of percent. You're not trading the DXY, but I'm just teaching you support resistance and how to understand your risk reward. So once again, I think we have room to go back to here. I think we could go here. And I think you could see a potential wick here. The reason why I say that is clear as day. In the past, we have seen resistance here. We have seen resistance here. We have seen support resistance here, support here, and resistance here. That's how you can tell the future. And instead of betting in the dark and playing darts in the dark, you now understand what could happen. And you understand that this is major support, this is major resistance, and you have probably the odds to come back up to here, form another lower high, and then after that, you have to see if we're getting rejected by the 50 again, or around, right? What I'm seeing here is resistance at the 50, right? The 49, you can see resistance all the way up to the 52. But you want to see, are we going to come up, see rejection? If we come up and see rejection at the 50, we form a lower high here. If we come up, break the 50, and then you're seeing support and a trend change, something like this, this, and this, then you know potentially we are going up to this level here, coming back down, and doing something like this and potentially breaking to this level here, the 107. And then because we would be above in section A, above the 50, and then above the 0 line here, that would show me that this is a trend change for the better. So trend was coming down, then trend is going up with the indicators, trend needs to go up with the indicators. That did not play out, but that's how I predict. It's like chess, right? You want to see this is definitely going to happen. But after that, I would love to see what happens here, or I'd love to see what happens here. And now that you understand the chess moves in front of you, you set alerts, and then you sit back and watch the play. You let the game play out. So first things first, I'm going to set an alert here, right? 102.81, notifying me that the play is playing out here. I'll probably set an alert here, right above these candles at the 104.43, so that I could see if we're getting hidden bearish divergence on the shorter time frames, like the daily and the 2-day. Because once again, if you're getting the bearish divergence, we know we're breaking down. You're going to come back down to the 101 or potentially even the 99. Once again, that has not played out, but I'm playing chess and I'm playing 2, 3, 4 moves ahead. So, because we understand that the DXY has room to grow, we look at Bitcoin, right? Now, Bitcoin hasn't been doing much over the past couple of weeks. And if anything, that tells you to look at the MACD and the RSI to see if you're getting the hidden bearish divergence. As of right now, it doesn't look great, right? Now, what I mean by that is your MACD volume's coming down. We haven't death crossed. It doesn't look like we're death crossing, but once again, these are trailing indicators, okay? You can't bet with the weekly if you're looking to put in money today. You need to go to the 5-day, the 4-day, the 3-day, the 2-day, the 1-day, then the 6-hour, the 4-hour, the 1-hour, and then you can prepare. As of right now, the most important thing on this weekly chart is this RSI staying above the 70. The 70 is the first line in the sand that's going to show you that this is going to be an extension to the upside. It needs to stay above the 70 and it needs to stay above the yellow moving average, okay? Something like this. As of right now, you are getting a little bit of hidden bearish divergence. We are making lower highs and lower lows. So the first thing I'm going to go is from the 7-day, the weekly, to the 5-day. If I start seeing bearish divergence, hidden bearish divergence, playing out on the 5-4-3, then you need to start setting alerts on the 3, the 4, the 5, because it's a ripple effect. If poo-poo hits the fan on the daily, it'll happen on the 2. Then if it happens on, I'll show you, right? So the daily, as of right now, we've been getting hidden bearish divergence. We're making lower highs on these waves right here, but the price action above has been making higher highs. That tells me that we have a higher probability of potentially breaking the support level, this orange line that's going up here. Hasn't happened yet, so we have to play out, right? You could only prepare, right? So right now, 2-day, trend lines are coming down. We came down, got rejected by the 70. Not good. The 3-day, we death crossed. We broke below, right? We went, bounced above it. Now we broke below, came here, got rejected by the 70, and we're below. The next one that's about to happen is this right here. I'm going to put an alert on the 4-day right here at the 68, 69. I want to see if it stays above the 70 or if it breaks. If it breaks the 70, we're breaking this 40,004. Looks like we death crossed. I'm going to go to the 5-day. I'm going to set an alert on the 5-day, MACD, crossing the MACD signal. What this just did on a 5-day chart, an alert will come up notifying you when the shorter time moving average is going to death cross the longer time moving average. On my colors, it's yellow and green. The reason why I want to know that is trend lines go with trend indicator. If trend indicator is coming down, your trend lines need to come down. As of right now, my trend line's going up. This orange line's going up. That needs to change if this changes. So you could see, crack in the ice, we are above the 70, but we broke the yellow moving average. Not great. When this happens, then this has a higher probability of breaking down as well. Once again, this is a weekly chart, so we need to set alerts. I set an alert here at the 40,008, and I'll probably set an alert here right above these candles at the 46.1. I want to see, is this a reversal candle happening? Right? We came up, we saw an instant selling pressure, the same size candle, which is never good. I want to see if the next candle that comes in is red and it breaks this level. If that happens, then that shows me that this candlestick pattern is lining up with the hidden bearish divergence, showing me that it's a reversal to the downside. So the first level that we would go to, get rid of everything, and you put on your moving average, the 11 and 21 day moving average on the weekly chart during a bull run, and we are in a bull run. The reason why I say that is the monthly is above the 50 line, above the 0 line on the RSI, and they're both going up. When that's the case, these levels here just continue getting higher and higher. Your most recent lows were at 25 to 27,000. Support right now is going to be 38.9 to potentially 35.8. And during every bull run, we have had consolidations. We've had blood. But it has been above the yellow and purple. We've had blood, but it was above the yellow and purple. Once we break the yellow and purple, the long-term trends change, and you are now officially in a bear market. Here is the bull run from 2015. Once we broke above support all the way from 2015 to 2017, it doesn't matter what cycle it was, it used it as support. When you have that much data backing up a trend, you bet with it. So with that being said, I'm going to keep some shekels on the side for 39,000 to 35,000. This is confluence trading. Now you go to here and you see that your most recent support level since 2021 major was here when we had this double top back at ding 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 35 to 32,000. So once again, it's a range, right? I like to pick 2-3 levels if we were to break down, not financial advice, but let's just say 38, 36, 35, 34. And now you have dollar cost average close to the next bottom. The same way I said 17.5, 15.5, 13.5, in the same way that we said 26, 25, 19, right? If 2 of the 3 levels hit, you have now dollar cost average at the best price during the next dippy dips. Oh, and I'll end the video with this. We can have a small consolidation. The DXY goes up, goes to here, but then forms that lower high. If the DXY does its most negative thing and comes down and forms a lower low back to the 99, then we know Bitcoin has enough momentum and the profit goes from the fiat back to the assets right here, which is the Bitcoin halvening. And that's the biggest fact data trend that I could leave you with here. You could see halvening happens, we've gone up. Halvening happens, we have gone up. Halvening happened, we went up. Halvening happens, we gone up. Unfortunately, the pumps from here to here have gone down each time. So I am assuming that we go to, let's just say, 75 to 100,000. And the reason why most people, I could see a wick going to a little bit above, but seeing major selling pressure above, is because trends end when everyone knows the trend. You want to be the first people to understand the trend, because if everyone's saying Bitcoin's going to 100, where's Bitcoin going? 100, 100, 100. Everyone who's smart is going to put sell orders at 90. Because once again, some people care about the ecosystem and the whole nine and what it's doing and how it's going to change, and then some people just want to make money. And the people who bought at 17, 15, whatever, these numbers here, if it goes up to 90,000, they've made 365%. And if you remember, I can't even say it anymore, but there were certain people who talked to cameras and they told you that this was going to be a recession, and they lied. Trust the charts, cuzzies. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. Once again, alert here at 40,008 notifying you that this is potentially on the table. alert here at 45,000 notifying you that the ascending triangle is potentially breaking to the upside. But once again, as we get closer and closer to this level here on the VPVR, this is a major selling resistance level. I don't chase green candles. That's the reason why, is because you're betting into selling pressure. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. Enjoy the day.